is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones back at Carl Albert High School for the 2026 Titan Classic, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. The Buffalo Wild Wings located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal. Thursdays are the new Fridays. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with B-dubs. Not valid with any other offer. Size exclusions may apply while supplies last. Limit one delivery and takeout available at participating locations for a limited time. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through the Buffalo Wild Wings app and website. We are in the final two games of the night. It's Carl Albert, the host team, now playing. Right. Carl Albert Lady Titans about to take on the Putnam City girls here at Carl Albert High School. The starting lineups for Putnam City: 5'4" sophomore, number 3, Ann Favor Johnson; 5'8" junior, number 4, Isabella Martinez; 5'5" junior, number 21, Destiny Stewart; a 5'2" freshman, Denaja Gerald, and a 5'3" freshman, Lily Hollins, number 13. Starting lineup for your Carl Albert Lady Titans is, as they are introducing them, is a 5'1" junior guard, number 3, Hayden Harrell; a 5'5" junior guard, Malia Hatchett; a 5'6" senior guard, number 15, Jakari Brown; 5'11" senior forward, Audrey Plunkett; and a 5'4" freshman guard, Zoe Johnson, number 24.
All right.
So here we go, Gordy. We are in the last girls' game of the night. Tomorrow is a complete toss-up depending on weather or who can be here, what happens. But we're scheduled to go live at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning is the current schedule.
Going to get it kicked off early, like you said, Tracy, unsure of who the opponents might be and what the matchups might look like. But like you say, we're going to try to see if we can get some games in and be some good competition nonetheless.
We make sure, let's see, we've got our scoreboard up, ready to go there. I can make sure I get everything up here that's supposed to be on the screen. Our first period is brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bell Bonds by Tamara at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community. And we are underway in this Titan Classic game. Putnam City Pirates versus the Carl Albert Lady Titans, and it's Putnam City securing the opening tip.
Putnam City already getting down dirty, getting on the floor, Tracy, trying to get something started, and that's what it's going to take going against a tough Titan defense.
Putnam City dribbles. It's going to be off the feet of Destiny Stewart, out of bounds. Carl Albert basketball.
Stewart just kind of looking up, kind of thinking and moving at the same time, just not able to catch up. Unfortunate loss right there.
Bringing the ball down the court for Carl Albert.
Nice little move. Getting the ball down low to Hatchet.
Hayden Harrell running point for the Lady Titans. Missed shot by the Lady Titans results in a rebound, and Putnam City scores quickly. Isabella Martinez putting it on the board for the visiting team.
Nice little put up by Martinez on that one. Nice quick move. I said Titans, it's going to be hard to come by on points, but I said doing a really good job. Martinez getting that in there. Nice drive by Johnson. Unfortunate loss.
Martinez driving to the hole once again, puts up a shot high off the glass. Plunkett gets the rebound. She brings the ball down the court, feeds it to her teammate Brown. Brown under the basket, dribbles out, And Harrell puts up the three.
Ooh,
Rattles around, and she gets the Bobby Lewis Insurance three-pointer, Hayden Harrell.
Nice little three. Got lucky, like the soft bounce on that rim. Good job by Harrell.
Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates. 2 locations to serve you. Choctaw, 405-281-6700. And there's a three put up by Putnam City, I believe. Trying to see who that was.
Lily Hollins. Sorry about that, Tracy. Lily Hollins, number 13.
Lily
Formerly
Hollins
number 32.
drops that one in. Again, Bobby Lewis Insurance. Call them in Dell City at 405-670-3665.
All right.
Zoe Johnson puts it off the glass for 2.
Zoe Johnson, one of the freshmen for Carl Albert. Freshman starters, the only freshman starter, but not the only freshman on the team. Nice little drive and decisive bucket.
Zoe Johnson at the free throw line shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Zoe Johnson doing a really good job this season, able to land that one for the M1, but I said doing a really good job for Coach Ritchie, able to make her way into the starting lineup. I said few and far between for freshmen, but Zoe Johnson has been a force for Carl Albert this year.
Destiny Stewart being attacked by Audrey Plunkett. Plunkett gets called for the foul. Side out near half court for Putnam City. Now, Putnam City, with only 1 win on the season right now, they have a record of 1-9, coached by Portia Young.
Right.
And Carl Albert with a record of 11-3, coached by Kyle Ritchie. Another shot put up by Putnam City, tipped into the hands and out of bounds. It'll be Carl Albert basketball. 6-5 the score. Putnam City leading by 1. Excuse me, Carl Albert leading by 1. Zoe Johnson with the ball, gives it to Plunkett. Plunkett from the free throw line, shot no good, rattled around, out of bounds, baseline inbound play coming for the Titans. It's hard to see the numbers. That gray on red with that outline is kind of hard to read on those Carl Albert uniforms.
No doubt, especially when they have those long ponytails, Tracy. It's hard to see from the back for sure. But another drive by Plunkett trying to make it to the hole and able to draw that foul.
Audrey Plunkett had a defender fall on the back of her legs and take her to the floor. It's kind of a,
scary.
I mean, not an intentional thing, but a scary play.
Definitely a scary play. And Plunkett being one of Carl Albert's star players, you know, one of the few seniors that Carl Albert has, but just a really tough player, of course. We see her drive to the basket with some force.
Plunkett, no problem at all, dribbling around defenders and just getting right in there, and then a complete size mismatch. She didn't really even have to jump.
Oh, yeah, just great athleticism with Plunkett, of course. Like I said, just an anchor. Been playing for a few years for Carl Albert, doing a really good job this season.
Putnam City and Hayden Harrell getting a hand on the ball, trying to pull it loose. Jump ball is the call, and it's going to Carl Albert.
Great defense. Way to lock it up by Harrell on that one. Favor Johnson really doing a good job of the ball handling, but just like I said, not quick enough for Harrell.
Harrell brings the ball down the court, gives it to Johnson. Johnson drives in, goes to the hole, scoops it off the glass. Plunkett trying to clean it up, misses the shot. And a jump ball, this will stay with Putnam City.
Lucky for Destiny Stewart. She was able to get that possession, kind of held the ball just a little bit too long, allowing Hatcher to kind of get in there and lock it up.
Jordan running camera for us in this ball game now.
Oh, Jordan, the hardest working man at Oklahoma Sports Network, folks. He does a little bit of everything.
Don't tell Eric Sherham that. He thinks he's the hardest working man.
Eric is definitely one of the hardest working men I've ever seen.
Jakari Brown for 3, left wing, back iron, no good. Plunkett tips it out. Plunkett will get called for the foul. She's over the back of Isabella Martinez. Martinez is on the floor holding her lower back. And Plunkett's up. Martinez is still lying down. 8-5 is the score. Carl Albert's on top. 4.5 minutes to play in this Bell Bonds by Tamara first period. Let's go ahead and take a quick break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett and Gordy Jones. We are back here in the first period, brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara of the 2026 Titan Classic, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. The Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Putnam City Lady Pirates 8-5, 4.5 minutes to play in the first period. Putnam City with the basketball. Player that was down on the court, Martinez. She walked to the bench on her own.
Very good sign for sure. Unfortunately for Audrey Plunkett, picking up that second foul, so coach is going to have to take her out, subbing her in for Annabelle Crawford, another freshman coming into the ball game.
Loose ball, battle for it as Brindley Crawford picks that one up. And Jakari Brown finding the bottom of the net on the other end of the court.
Miss Jakari Brown, usually one of the leading scorers for Carl Albert, of course, the super-duper senior. I said, doing a lot of work for the Titans over the last few years. Of course, the leading scorer for the Titans at the moment, but a good dime by Zoe Johnson as well.
Nice play, dishing down low. Jordan Kirk in the ball game for Putnam City gets the score.
Nice feed and nice find and nice shot by Kirk. Yeah, doing a really good job. Putnam City looking tough. Giving Carl Albert, as much as they can handle at the moment, keeping the game tight.
Brindley Crawford in the paint, gets two and the foul.
Nice shot by Crawford.
Brindley Crawford going to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
I think I may have said Annabelle came in earlier, Tracy. I'm mistaken. It was Brindley Crawford.
They look a lot alike. I assume that they are sisters.
A little bit. They look a little bit alike.
Both their numbers are in them 4, and those numbers are hard to read.
Right. But good job. Good shot.
Brindley Crawford hits the Toonie Buys Houses free throw.
Just tough.
Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Putnam City working the ball, finding the open shot outside. Holland with the 3, shot's no good. Zoe Johnson driving in, floater from the baseline, rolls over the rim, no good, and Crawford will get called for the foul.
It's a little cheap pickup on that one. Just kind of caught her off guard, but good drive by Zoe Johnson, just unable to get that one to drop. Zoe Johnson, like I said, really good freshman to drive to the basket with some decisions and some very good decisiveness. She'll start to land some of those eventually.
Denaja Gerald inbounds the ball. Turnover by Putnam City as Ann Favor Johnson just dribbles off of her own foot.
Right.
Zoe Johnson now in the corner for 3. Shot no good. Putnam City with the rebound. Gerald brings the ball down the court, goes to the hole, hits the side of the backboard, but it's cleaned up in there by Jordan Kirk.
Jordan Kirk, right spot at the right time, able to catch that rebound and go right back up for the bucket.
It's a 4-point game with 2.5 minutes to play.
PCO, like I said, doing a really good job driving to that right side of the basket. It looks like they found a soft spot in the defense of Carl Albert.
Harrell for 3, back iron, no good. Brindley Crawford can't handle the rebound. It's picked up and put in by number 10, Malia Hatchett.
Great rebound by Hatchett, able to get that one up quick. Said some good rebounding by Carl Albert, to say the least. Another steal by Hatchett.
Harrell gets mugged going in for the shot.
Good job.
Gerald called for the foul, and Harrell going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
I think that's 2 steals for Harrell tonight already. But like I said, just good on-ball defense the entire quarter by Hayden Harrell. Just a pest.
Harrell listed at 5'1" on the roster.
She's tough.
Toonie Buys Houses free throw by Harrell. First shot is no good.
Of course, Hayden, the little sister of Mason Harrell, and the other Harrell young man, like I said, is putting a lot of good work for Carl Albert over the last decade, of course, and the daughter of Coach Eddie Harrell.
Harrell hits the second of the Toonie Buys Houses free throw. Kinley Sutton checks into the game for Carl Albert.
Oh, again, another steal.
Harrell gets the ball. Right to the hole, off the glass, shot no good. Zoe Johnson with the rebound. I see why she's getting to start as a freshman now.
No doubt, just tough, able to kick it out to Brown. Brown scanning over the defense.
Brindley Crawford off the glass, shot no good, gets her own rebound. Ball's knocked away from her, and she's fouled on the putback attempt.
Brindley Crawford just strong underneath the basket, Tracy. Bringing down those rebounds. Just seems like they just really don't have any answer for at the moment.
Probably not the kind of shot you really want to see your player taking, the way she got the rebound and just threw it up. But scoop. She did draw the foul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Brinley Crawford hits the first.
Brinley Crawford able to come in for Plunkett. Said making a really big difference so far since she's been in this ball game.
Vanessa Campbell comes in for Carl Albert. Isabella Martinez checks back in after being hurt earlier. Crawford misses the free throw, and Martinez gets the rebound. She pushes the ball right down the court, goes all the way in, up off the glass. Shot no good. Brinley Crawford with the rebound.
Martinez looking very healthy since the last leave. Looks like she's back ready to go. Nice
There's
shot.
a Bobby Lewis ensures three by Zoe Johnson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good shot. I said she'll keep shooting, and eventually she'll hit some of those.
And Johnson tips the ball away. Timeout called by Putnam City head coach Portia Young. 54 seconds left to play in the first period. 20-9 the score. Carl Albert leading. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. So, difficult question, but if you are Coach Young of Putnam City Pirates, you're down by 11 now. It felt like you're kind of hanging in this game. It's 11-point lead.
Right.
What changes do you make here in this timeout?
Right. Like you say, the main thing that's happening is, as we're watching, is the turnovers. They're really putting a lot of pressure, with this full court press, and the Putnam City Pirates are not able to kind of get it past court. So you can see the turnovers have been the difference. And like I said, both teams are really good, on defense. Like I said, the on-ball defense is really good. So like I said, if I'm coach, I'm definitely telling, Putnam City, let's try to, do our best to take care of the ball. Like I said, have some really good drives to the basket. Like I said, let's try to keep that up. But like you say, protecting the ball is the main point.
And a foul called on Zoe Johnson. Just a little bit of contact. Gerald falls down. 46 seconds on the clock now here in the Bell Bonds by Tamara first period.
Carl Albert kind of picking up some cheap fouls, something that Coach Ritchie is kind of rolling his eyes at. Is really what you don't want to do is get yourself into foul trouble too early.
Martinez takes the inbound pass. She's driving in. She's playing tough. She went down hard earlier, but she's going hard on everything right now.
Yeah, you can
Floater from the baseline, no good. Brinley Crawford with a rebound.
I said Putnam City getting up some good shots, some nice drives, just unable to get those to drop.
And then Putnam City returns the favor on the cheap fouls.
Right.
As that one's called on Johnson.
Just a little handsy. I understand they're trying to create some turnovers, trying to see if they can get that ball back, but something they're going to really have to do is, like I said, just kind of be patient and just play defense the way they know how. They've been doing a really good job throughout this first quarter, but Carl Albert's been able to kind of capitalize on some of their scores.
Brinley Crawford hits the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Puts her second shot up. It's good as well.
4 for 4 from the line from Ms. Crawford. Just good defense by Zoe Johnson again.
Gerald just in trouble out there with Johnson all over. Finally passes it out. Little shove by Gerald there. Now screen. I did not. I'll be honest with you. My expectations when I saw the record of the Putnam City Lady Pirates at 1-9.
Right.
They are playing better than I expected them to play, and I hope that doesn't offend anybody when I say that. They're down by 13, but they know what they're doing on the court. Having a little trouble against the defense of Carl Albert at times, but they're still in control, and there's some discipline out there from them. You see a 1-9 team, a lot of times it's an undisciplined team.
Exactly.
But kudos to Coach Young and the team right now. They're playing good basketball.
Totally agree, Tracy. Putting up a really good fight. And like you say, Coach Young, you can see, like I said, the imprint over this team, playing hard ball, just unable to get some of these shots to fall. Had they made pretty much half the baskets that they would have, missed, they'd have been right in this ball game, but just unable to get some of those to fall. But like you said, I think the district that they play in, they have a lot of really good teams in that District 1 of 6A. So I imagine, some of the competition that they've had to play against this season.
Well, it's the end of the first period, brought to you by Bell Bonds by Terramer. We're going to take a real quick break here. It's almost time to start the second period on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
And Carl Albert back out on the court already. This is Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones. We are at Carl Albert High School for the 2026 Carl Albert Titan Classic. It's the Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Putnam City Lady Pirates 22-9 as we begin the second period of play. The second period brought to you by Whataburger. Whataburger has the Whata deals. What's a Whata deal? Well, for $3 you get the new Big Ranch Wrap, or for $4 get 5 of our premium chicken Whata chicken biscuit bites, Whata chicken bites, or for $5 get a bacon cheese Whataburger Jr. Add fries and drink for just $2.49. Now that's a Whata deal. 3 put up by Brinley Crawford's no good. Whataburger locations near Carl Albert High School at 2914 South Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City, and near Putnam City High School at 5832 Northwest 36th Street in OKC. Zoe Johnson gets the bucket for Carl Albert.
Nice little drive to the left-hand side by Johnson.
Shot put up by Martinez, no good. Crawford gets the rebound. Johnson coming the other way with the basketball. Gives it right back to Crawford, lays it off the glass for 2.
Again, good dime. So we got 4 freshmen in the game right now and one junior, of course. But like I said, looking good, Coach Ritchie's squad.
7 minutes to play here in the first half. Again, this second period brought to you by Whataburger, the title sponsor of the tournament for us this year. Buffalo Wild Wings. Hayden Harrell checks back into the game. Zoe Johnson will take a seat. Baseline inbound play coming for the Lady Pirates.
Denasia Jarrell really trying to see if she can do anything to try to handle that ball, but unfortunately lost the steal to Harrell.
Harrell gets the steal, dishes to her teammate, misses the shot. That was Vanessa Campbell. 3 put up by Sutton, no good. And battle, Campbell trying to get it, and we're going to have a jump ball call. We've got 4 girls down on the court trying to hang on to the basketball.
Putnam City just getting a little bit too sloppy right now with the ball handling. They're so quick, Tracy. I think they're kind of losing the ball, when they're trying to get down court quickly, trying to see if they could beat the press by Carl Albert, but just kind of losing themselves just a little bit.
Sutton on the left wing looking inside. Crawford traveling as she just picking up both feet and taking steps there at the left elbow.
Right, they're trying to crowd Crawford, get her offset just a little bit, causing that travel.
Inbound play into the front courts. Martinez trying to drive in, kicks the ball out. There's the 3 ball, back iron, no good. Rebound by Campbell. She feeds it to Harrell. Campbell's running the court. First one back down the court. Harrell shoots the 3. Boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance. A 3-pointer by Hayden Harrell.
That's the second 3-pointer by Hayden Harrell. Able to stretch this lead out to 20 points even. Carl Albert doing a really good job off the line. Putnam City, unfortunately, unable to get anything to land from the arc.
And the timeout called by Coach Portia Young of the Putnam City Lady Pirates. A full timeout. We'll take one as well here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones back at Carl Albert High School. We're in the second period, brought to you by Whataburger here in the 2026 Titan Classic, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. 29-9, the Carl Albert Lady Titans lead Putnam City Lady Pirates. Coming out of the timeout, a turnover. Isabella Martinez loses her dribble. It goes out of bounds, and Carl Albert gets the basketball back.
I said again, Martinez showing some toughness, trying to drive to the basket just unable to get full control of the basketball. Just the turnover just kind of killing Putnam City at the moment.
Hatchett back in the ball game for Carl Albert. Plunkett for three, back iron, no good. Crawford, this time it is Annabelle Crawford with the rebound.
Right.
She gets another offensive board. Jakari Brown inside, Plunkett off the glass, shot no good. Annabelle Crawford with her third offensive rebound on this one possession.
Just can't do anything with Annabelle Crawford.
Harrell. Crawford tips another one away, has the ball again, and this time it's loose, and we're going to have a foul on Annabelle Crawford.
She was playing so well down there, Tracy. I said just using all types of toughness. The thing about these Crawford twins, they will get after it. But like I said, doing a really good job underneath the basket, getting those rebounds, putting it on the floor, but unfortunately picked up that one, just being a little too aggressive.
Martinez will inbound the ball for Putnam City. Gives it to Hollins. Now Martinez pushing it down the court. Again, getting in the hurry, laying it off the glass, just not going strong enough. It is Johnson chasing down the rebound for the Lady Pirates.
Like the drive by Martinez, of course, but
Gerald for three.
Whoa. Close. Just unable to hit anything from the arc.
Jakari Brown getting the ball back down the court. Annabelle Crawford, three, front iron, no good. Plunkett with the board and the putback.
Nice rebound by Audrey Plunkett.
4.5 minutes to play here in the Whataburger second period. 31-9 the score. Putnam City still trying to get into double figures. You know, for about 4 minutes, they just were hanging with Carl Albert point for point, and Carl Albert turned up the defense a little bit.
Exactly.
Harold to Plunkett down the court, all alone off the glass for two.
Nice feed by Harold, able to find Plunkett on that cut. But like you said, Tracy, Carl Albert's turned the defense up just a notch. Putnam City just unable to get anything.
Hayden Harrell, a big part of turning that defense up, as she just gets another steal, puts up the three, back iron. Hollins gets the rebound. Kurt gets the ball down to Martinez, who dribbles into the defense of Plunkett. 33-9 the score now here in the second period.
Aaliyah Hatchett locking up Lily Hollins.
Martinez for a deep three off the glass. Crawford, Annabelle Crawford with the rebound. Plunkett going right to the hole, puts a shot up, gets her own board, puts it back in for two.
That's just too easy, Tracy. That's just too easy.
And a timeout called by Coach Ritchie of the Carl Albert Lady Titans. He calls a full timeout, and we will call a timeout as well. Audrey Plunkett just scored her 1,000th career point. I guess we should go ahead and stay here for a second.
I mean, you know.
They are presenting her with a banner and probably a basketball recognizing her efforts as Audrey Plunkett scoring 1,000 career points.
That's awesome.
Here on her home court.
Way to go. Congratulations to Audrey Plunkett. Definitely been watching her for the Carl Albert Titans for the last few years. I think she's it seems like she's been here forever. Now she's a senior, been playing all 3 years, for Carl Albert and doing a really good job for Coach Ritchie. Congratulations. Scoring 1,000 points, that's just a mark. I mean, a lot of players don't even get close to that.
Jordan showing the screen where it says Audrey Plunkett, 1,000 career points. Appreciate Jordan getting that in our screenshot.
Don't get to see that often. I'm definitely glad we got to witness that one. That's pretty awesome.
Putnam City with the basketball, and I'm sure Putnam City had the ball. Coach Ritchie called that timeout, so I'm sure that was prearranged with the officials that he'd be calling a timeout when that happened. Probably gave them a heads up.
Right.
Putnam City gets the ball down the court. Hollins with it. Picks up her dribble, defended by Hatchett.
Hatchet.
Harrell tips the ball away, going for it, scramble, and loose ball on the court. I guess the whistle blew. I never heard a whistle.
Hayden Harrell, I mean, this young lady, not the biggest person on the court, but I'm talking about the biggest amount of defense, just putting so much on-ball pressure on tonight. You see Johnson, you see Malia Hatchett. These young ladies are just doing a really good job. I mean, the entire defense with both the Crawford twins, Jakari Brown just holding it down, Carl Albert on the defensive end just making it really hard for the Pirates tonight.
Harrell takes the inbound pass. 3 minutes left to play in the Whataburger second period. Hatchett to Brown. Brown at the left elbow, drives in, goes off the glass for two.
What a move. Brown just so quick. Catching the Putnam City defense off guard, able to dip.
Loose ball, scramble, kicked balls going to Carl Albert. Jordy, I don't Gordy, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I said Jordy. Your last name starts with a J sound. I apologize for that.
No, you're all right.
You know, I'm not sure, and I don't know if you have in your records, but I don't remember what the score was at the end of the first period, but I'm not sure Putnam City scored here in the second period.
They have not. They have not.
37-9 the score, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, remember it was 29-9. So, like I say, no points given.
So only 8 points scored by Carl Albert then.
Yes.
Wow. Rebound in there for Putnam City by number 33, Cadence Cooper. Cooper, a freshman. She has some size. She puts up a shot off the glass. It rattles around the rim, comes out, and Cooper hustles back down the court, gets her hands up, and is in good position to defend the play.
Look at that.
Harrell trying to get it down low to Sutton, throws the ball away. Turnover for Carl Albert.
Putnam City's just got to slow themselves down just a little bit. It seems like some of those shots, they're so happy to kind of get an open shot, they're releasing it a little bit quick.
Destiny Stewart from the right elbow, shot no good. Harrell gets a rebound. She's pushing it up the court. She's got Zoe Johnson, gives it to her a little too late. Johnson has to bounce out.
Ball getting a little sticky out there.
Sutton in the paint. Back iron, shot no good. Rebound Harrell. Harrell just looks like she bounces when she gets the ball.
Right, just so quick. A lot of good ball handling.
Zoe Johnson gets her own rebound. Brown looking inside. Hatchett at the high post. Harrell for three. In and out. Sutton with the offensive board. Jakari Brown with the bucket.
Nice cut. Nice find, of course, by Sutton. But, of course, Jakari Brown knows where to be, putting the basket in the right place.
Gerald dribbling right. Is Johnson screened out. And rebound by Hatchett. Hatchett pushing the ball back up the court. Gives it to Zoe Johnson. She's got Jakari Brown waiting on the other side. That's a good job to dribble into the defender, opening Zoe Johnson up.
I mean, just a really good
Jakari
look.
Brown, excuse me.
I thought she might try to go behind the back on that one, Tracy, but like you say, just making a really smart play, putting that ball on the ground and just giving Jakari Brown just an easy basket.
Gerald defended by Johnson. Johnson goes around over the top of the screen off the glass by Gerald, and Sutton gets the rebound.
Gerald loves that right side of the basket, just such a quick release.
Harrell for three, shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It is Cooper coming up with it for Putnam City. She gets knocked to the ground. And a three fired up at the buzzer, shot no good. At halftime, it's the Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Putnam City Lady Pirates 41-9 at halftime.
Whoa. I mean, it was a blur. The first half went by really quickly, with some good ball play, of course, by the Titans. I think, like you say, it started off, pretty evenly for Putnam City, putting up a good fight. Originally, Carl Albert, after a couple timeouts, turned it up a notch, able to land a lot of buckets, second chance opportunities, really good, decisive passes, a lot of easy drives and cuts to the bucket, just looking really good out there, Tracy.
So that's halftime score, 41-9 here in the 2026 Titan Classic. Remind you, our halftime sponsor at the Titan Classic is Buffalo Wild Wings. And Buffalo Wild Wings, folks, want to make sure you are aware they have the Super Bowl special. Pre-order for the big game and get 6 free wings on your next visit. They're located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal. That is Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, Del City. You can count on Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday for buy one, get one, 50% off bone-in wings. Enjoy your go-to wing flavors. Mine is the Desert Heat Dry Rub. I think you said garlic parm?
Garlic parm.
Garlic parm for Gordy. Enjoy your go-to wing flavors or try something new. Your new Tuesday ritual is here and it's saucy. At participating locations, not valid with other offers or discounts. See website or app for details. Buffalo Wild Wings, our title sponsor and our halftime sponsor here at the 2026 Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone.
This could be you! When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones. It's halftime here at the 2026 Titan Classic. The Carl Albert Lady Titans lead the Putnam City Lady Pirates 41-9 at halftime. Our halftime brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. They've got the Super Bowl special, 6 free wings on your next visit. If you pre-order, get the big game. Pre-order for the big game and get the 6 free wings. Not free rings, but free wings, which is what Buffalo Wild Wings specializes in.
Man.
So, Gordy, we've got the Carl Albert Lady Titans playing well right now. We've got some point totals for us for anyone over there.
Our host of this tournament, oh, man, we got some freshmen putting in work, of course. You know, we had, of course, Zoe Johnson, right now. Like I said, doing a really good job, not the point guard, but the shooting guard, doing a really good job right now. She has 7 points. We have Brinley Crawford, who came into the game, subbing for Audrey Plunkett. Brinley Crawford has about 10 points herself at the moment. Audrey Plunkett has 8 points. As far as leading scores, Jakari Brown as well is matching Audrey Plunkett with 8 as well. So doing a really good job. Carl Albert, like I said, they have 6 girls who have actually, hit the board right now. But on the other side for Putnam City at the moment, Isabel Martinez, went out with the injury but came in very tough. Jordan Kirk able to get a couple of shots in, for them as well. Not a lot of points on the board right now for Putnam City, but like you said, Tracy, trying to put up a really good fight.
So, again, really struggling to make anything happen since about the 4-minute mark of the first period for Putnam City. Carl Albert just kind of getting their way out on the court right now. Scoring her 1,000th point of her high school career in this game. Coach Ritchie called a timeout, and he called the timeout and celebrated that moment with Audrey Plunkett.
It's almost even across the board. I take that back. Brinley Crawford has 8, Audrey Plunkett has 8, and Jakari Brown has 8 as well. So really good job by the starting 5 for Carl Albert.
So our title sponsor for the tournament this year, again, Buffalo Wild Wings. Also want to let you know our third period sponsored by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Got the QR code up there in the upper right of the screen. Scan that QR code or give them a call at 405-733-7671 for a free quote. Jakari Brown driving in, gets the bucket, and is she going to get the N1 here? It looks like that is the case. And one opportunity for Jakari Brown.
Jakari Brown just making it look easy, but it's not. Some really good drives by Brown today. Getting some good assists, from our teammates, setting up well, but that drive was all Brown. Able to make her way and land that one for the N1.
Jakari Brown getting the charity shots courtesy of Toonie Buys Houses. Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you're someone needs to sell a home for any reason, call Toonie Buys Houses today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046. Gerald for 3. No, that's Hollins, for 3. Top of the key. Shot no good. Audrey Plunkett with the rebound. Brings the ball up the court slowly. She crosses the timeline. Jakari Brown for 3. Boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-pointer for Jakari Brown. Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates. 2 locations serve you, Choctaw and Del City. Call them at Choctaw, 405-281-6700.
Jakari Brown showing us why she is the leading scorer for Carl Albert right now, 14 points total.
And Jakari Brown right back to the hole. Crossover layup for 2. And we have a timeout called on the court. I'm waiting for the indication. I'm not sure who called that timeout. Coach Ritchie called the timeout. Only a 30-second timeout for Coach Ritchie. He's got 3 timeouts left. Coach Young's got 3 timeouts left. 49-9 is the score, and that is, I don't know, about 25 unanswered points for Carl Albert?
Yes, sir, definitely. Up, like you say, right now, hit the 30 mark. Coach Ritchie deciding to go ahead and wave the white flag a little early, get some of these subs in, take some of that starting 5 out because they have put a lot of pressure on Putnam City this evening.
So Vanessa Campbell on the court, Annabelle and Brinley Crawford on the court, Kinley Sutton, and also number 12, Amelia Lowe.
Right. It's the first time we've seen Lowe tonight. See if she can get a piece of the action. Some of these other freshmen.
Gerald kicks the ball back to Johnson. Johnson loses it, has to chase it down. Campbell comes up now with a loose ball. She's going the length of the court. Gives it to Sutton. Sutton scores the layup.
Right. Nice, good pass by Vanessa Campbell, of course. We've seen this all evening with Carl Albert, making some really good feeds, especially catching these guys and these cutters, making it really easy to get these layups. And like I said, just catching Putnam City off guard on the defensive end. They just not really hanging.
3 ball put up by Holland, shot no good. Brinley Crawford gets the rebound, gives it to Sutton. And now Campbell sets up the offense. Now Annabelle Crawford off the glass, gets her own rebound, puts it back in for 2.
Nice roll by Crawford on that pick. Able to get her own rebound and go back up for the 2. First points of the night for Annabelle Crawford.
Brindley Crawford was wanting the assist for dishing it to her sister, but her sister had to miss the first attempt and get the rebound, put it back in.
She said, "No, you got enough points. Let me get at least 2 of these."
3 put up off the glass, shot no good by Johnson. Offensive board by Stewart. Martinez driving in, runs into Sutton. Sutton gets called for the foul.
Yeah, Sutton kind of caught slip and didn't get those hands up or that body turn quick enough. Martinez able to put that pressure and just get a little bump and draw that foul.
53-9 the score with 4:50 left to play here in the third period. Brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance.
Destiny Stewart and Lily Hollins will get a rest right now, get a breather.
Kind of a weak inbound pass, took a bounce up in the air, chased down by Gerald. Over the top, intended for Kirk. Ball goes out of bounds.
Had the pick and roll set. Kirk just didn't roll quite enough. Bring in that pass. Unfortunate turnover for the Pirates.
So changes coming to high school basketball in Oklahoma. Next year when we're doing this tournament, assuming we are doing this tournament next year, Gordy, we'll have a shot clock.
I can't wait. It'll change the dynamic of the game, especially, for a lot of these women's basketball teams. Like I said, sometimes, they can move the ball around and kind of utilize some of that time and try to keep the ball from the other team, but nice shot again.
Brindley Crawford with the corner shot.
Nice stroke by Crawford.
I do or have done historically a lot of small school ball, and it's going to change small school ball a lot.
Right.
Smaller schools, they may have the players that can go run the offense, but when they don't have a lot of bench, sometimes they want to go ahead and slow it down and work the ball around.
You see that a lot.
That's good. Now, 2A and down's not going to have a shot clock, or at least it's not going to be enforced. Some of them will go ahead and implement one.
Right.
But it's still going to start changing the nature of the ball game.
Definitely. And I see, I hear like a lot of teams, like you say, they don't have to implement it in certain classes, and it's basically if the teams can kind of afford to put these clocks in some of these buildings. So like you say, it'll be interesting to see, what teams are affected the most by this.
In the paint is Kirk. Kicks it out. Martinez off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound. Wolf coming from behind. Pokes it away. Gerald. No, excuse me. That's number 34 in the ball game now. I don't have 34 on my roster.
Let me check. Picked up a quick cheap foul. Not sure if this is the correct one, but I have Kanaya Johnson, number 34, off of Max Prep. So let's hope.
All right.
Let's hope that's
who
her.
it is.
Let's hope that is her. Put this on our list.
I'm just going to stick with number 34 for now.
Right.
Martinez the line shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. First shot is up, and it rolls off the edge of the rim. Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. Call today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. 55-9 our score still here. 3.5 minutes to play in the third period. Brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. I hope I've made you hungry saying Buffalo Wild Wings so many times tonight, folks.
I'm picturing wings in my head.
I'm telling you. Martinez, pretty shot, goes in.
Nice.
That's the first point for Putnam City since possibly the first quarter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just not really shooting the ball well this evening. Getting up some good shots, just not able to get those to land, and that's a nice drive by Sutton.
Kenley Sutton scoops one underhanded off the glass for 2. Now Gerald running point. Hands that ball off. Johnson will take the 3. Top of the key. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-pointer. See that on the instant replay.
Nice. First points of the night by Ann Favor Johnson.
I don't think I quite got there in time. Kenley Sutton driving in for 2.
Sutton's had some really good drives to the basket, getting that ball up really well. Carl Albert, like I said, showing a lot of patience on the offensive end, a lot of soft touch, able to land a majority of these lay-ins.
Another 3 in and out attempted by Johnson. Brindley Crawford with the rebound. She gives it to Sutton. Sutton in the corner. Picks up her dribble. Covered up by Johnson. Annabelle Crawford. Loose ball. Gerald gets it, brings it up the court. Gerald sets up the offense. Drives into the tall trees and has her shot blocked.
Crawford says she's having none of that today. Nice block.
Campbell, boy, she just got jerked around in there. No call, but play stops. I think the players knew that. I don't know. Maybe,
Right.
I may just be missing some whistles here in this ball game.
She got raked for sure. I was wondering. I didn't know if he called the foul or not. Just really couldn't hear that whistle, but good drive again by Vanessa Campbell on that one.
Vanessa Campbell at the free throw line, shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. First shot is up, back iron, rattles around, falls in the hole.
Nice little soft touch, able to get that bounce roll.
60-13 the score now with 2 minutes to play in the Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period. Second shot's up. That one, same thing. It lands on back iron and then just falls in.
That's a nice stroke right there. When you're a good shooter and you got a nice stroke, the ball gods will be on your hands on that one.
Gerald brings the ball up the court. Goes right. Kirk, lucky she didn't get called from the screen there.
So.
Let me just put my hands up and run beside this person.
They might have let that one slide, Tracy. They may have let that one slide.
That might got called in a closer game, huh?
Definitely.
And number 34 puts up a long three. Shot no good, goes out of bounds, and Carl Albert has the basketball.
Putnam City, once they find space, they're just launching that thing up there. Just unable to hit anything on that shot. But
Campbell takes the inbound pass, brings ball up the court. Trotting up the backcourt, crosses the timeline. She's met by Johnson. Sutton just holding the ball up in the air, away from the defender. Now Campbell driving in, kicks it to Annabelle Crawford for the 15-foot baseline shot.
Nice little shot right there by Crawford.
Well, 1 minute to play. I guess that was a three. That was more than 15 feet away, according to the scoreboard.
That's another three-pointer. It was that Ann Favor Johnson for her second three-pointer of the evening.
Johnson gets the Bobby Lewis Insurance three-point shot. Now Brinley Crawford off the glass for two.
Nice little roll on that one by Crawford.
Final seconds of the Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period. Ticking down here. Putnam City has the ball. Martinez driving in. Little hop, puts up a shot, draws the foul with 16 seconds on the clock. She's going to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Had to face the Crawford twins on that one. Not sure which twin picked that one up. Number 14.
Annabelle Crawford getting the foul. Isabella Martinez shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Takes her time, puts a shot up, and it's good. Putnam City has shot well from the free throw line here tonight.
Getting better throughout the game. Like you say, able to kind of put some more points on the board after a rough start.
Martinez misses the second free throw. Annabelle Crawford kicks the ball out to Campbell, swinging it around. 10 seconds on the clock. Kinley Sutton out top of the ball, 5 seconds. Brinley Crawford for three, in and out. And that'll bring an end to the Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period with the score 65-17. The Carl Albert Lady Titans on top of the Putnam City Lady Pirates here in the 2026 Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones. We are back at the Carl Albert High School for the 2026 Titan Classic, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings in our fourth quarter, sponsored by Dynamic Health Clinic. Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. Call Dr. Kaufman at 405-454-6400. Three-point shot put up by Carl Albert. Offensive rebound. Kinley Sutton, another three attempted, in and out. Annabelle Crawford puts up a shot after an offensive board and another, and a foul's called on the floor. It'll be a baseline inbound play coming for the Lady Titans. Looks like Creighton Christensen is in the ballgame now for the Lady Titans.
Christensen, then you got Isis Hayes. Looks like she's coming to the game as well. So Coach Ritchie going deep into the bench.
Annabelle Crawford got away with a little foot shuffling there. Brinley Crawford in the paint, puts up the shot, no good. Jump ball off the rebound. So I just figured it out. This official down here that called that jump ball, he's just not blowing his whistle real hard.
Right.
I heard a faint whistle then, but it wasn't much of one, man.
I know it's been a long day, but there's not a lot of air behind that whistle.
He hasn't done every game today. Putnam City with the basketball here in the fourth period. And we have a timeout called by the Putnam City Lady Pirates. Coach Young. Looks like that's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Coach Young, see if she can draw something up.
That's her last 30-second timeout, by the way.
Yes, it is. See if she can try to get something going before game's end. Like you said earlier, Tracy, Putnam City, showing a lot of toughness, a lot of grit. Like I said, definitely came to play, just not able to get any shots to land. Like I said before, doing a really good job of trying to see if they could get anything going, getting up a lot of shots, just not getting anything to fall. But like I said, nonetheless, putting up a good fight, giving Carl Albert, as much as they can do.
Putnam City ball coming out of the timeout, 65-17 the score. Carl Albert leading Putnam City here in this girls game, first round of the 2026 Titan Classic. 2026 Titan Classic brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Remember that Super Bowl deal. Call and get your wings for the game. Pre-order and get 6 free wings. Isis Hayes gets the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball.
Sophomore Isis Haynes comes in the game. First shot, first make. Again, Denasia Gerald just not able to get anything to land tonight.
Carl Albert brings the ball right back down the court. Annabelle Crawford kicks it out to Haynes. And ball stripped away as Cooper reaches in there and pulls that ball away. We got 6 minutes left in the game, but we've got subs in for Carl Albert. It's probably time that we talk about our player of the game.
Right.
There's a nice shot by Annabelle Crawford.
Doing a really good job. Both the Crawford twins. Of course, Brinley Crawford, one of the leading scorers on the night, but Annabelle Crawford kind of inching her way up there. Our leading scorer at the moment, Jakari Brown, with 16. Haven't really seen her since earlier in the game.
I'm really leaning toward Hayden Harrell with that defense and all those steals when they started pulling away.
And that's the main thing. Like I said, she's just, not a lot of points. She's had 2 3-pointers. I said got up a few shots. But like you said, Tracy, just putting her mark all over the game today.
Boom! There's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Creighton Christensen.
Everybody can shoot for Carl Albert. So just some really good 3-pointers tonight.
73-17 the score now. 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Who do we select for player of the game for Putnam City?
Let's see, we got Ann Favor Johnson with 2 3-pointers, 6 points total. Of course, Isabella Martinez trying to do all that she can with 4 points on the evening. Jordan Kirk said not a lot of work, but two, like I said, 2 good shots as well with 4 points. Not a lot of points put up today by Putnam City. Like I said, so not a really lot of leading scorers, but like you said, they try to put up a good fight as much as possible.
Gerald has had the ball in her hands a lot, running point.
Right.
She's been a big part of what's happened. Martinez has played as hard as anybody coming back from being injured and then just going at it. And then Johnson's come up big shooting the ball here late in the game.
Exactly.
Kind of hard to pick one of those.
It's really, like I said, and that's it. Like you say, those are the scores. Those are the main scores for Putnam City. Martinez showing a lot of toughness, of course, but it's really hard to choose from those 3.
So here in the Dynamic Health Clinic, 4th period, a 73-17 lead for Carl Albert. Carl Albert has the ball. Coming into the game now is Alacia Curry. Christensen dribbles out. Right to the top of the key, going up. Shot no good, but a foul called. It's Amelia Lowe going to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Nice little drive there by Amelia Lowe. See if she can get on the board.
Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. Call 405-931-3046.
We've almost had everybody on the entire Carl Albert girls roster put some points on the board tonight, Tracy.
Wow. Lowe's free throw goes in and out. Number 34 for Putnam City comes down to share in the defense or help get the ball down the court, whatever happens to happen here. Lowe misses both free throws. Martinez gets the rebound. Headed back up the court quickly, right to the hole, high off the glass. Shot no good. Offensive board for Putnam City, and missed shot going out of bounds.
It's nothing doing on the three-point line tonight for the Pirates. I said just in favor Johnson, the only one able to land one of these threes this evening for the Pirates.
Isis Haynes bringing the ball up the court for Carl Albert. Has it poked away by number 34, and now her pass to Lowe gets poked away as well by Johnson. Campbell gets the inbound pass in the backcourt, goes around defender. Haynes throws this one away. It's picked up by number 34, Putnam City. She's going all the way down and then loses it off her foot out of bounds. No, it's going to stay here. Looks like that one may have come off the hands of Lowe.
I thought it did in the beginning, but good recovery by Isis Haynes after the miss. Able to get back down on defense and get the ball out of the hands of the Pirates.
Gerald passes off to Martinez, who drives in hard, kicks it out. And 34 put up another shot. That one in and out. She gets fouled. Is it 2 or 3? It's a 3-point shot. She's going to get 3. Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Right.
Again, we don't have a name. We have a possible name for number 34. She hits the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
I was trying to listen to the PA announcer. I thought he may have said the name out loud, but I didn't quite catch it.
Well, I cannot hear the PA announcer at all, so good luck with that.
Right.
And she hits the second as well. One more, they get 20 on the board, and that's a milestone that not poking fun at, folks. That's a good milestone to get to that 20-point mark.
Right. It's hard to come by.
Shot comes off the front of the rim. 4 minutes left to play in the ball game. We are in the Dynamic Health Clinic 4th period here. Vanessa Campbell driving in, goes up, floater, good for 2.
Nice drive by Campbell again.
.340 left to play in the ball game now. Gerald with the ball. Haynes on D. Screen set by Stewart. Gerald's going to the hole. A little too hard off the glass. Lowe gets the rebound for Carl Albert. Now, Lowe's got to go after balls like that. The ball was poked away from her, and it's just kind of rolling on the floor, and she was looking at it. She's got to learn to go get those.
Definitely. Got to be more decisive and a little bit more sure on those loose balls.
Gerald with a fast break. Off the glass, good for 2.
Gerald's first points of the night, which is kind of hard to believe because she's been in this ball game the entire game and kind of like I said, put an imprint on the game just by playing tough.
75-21 the score now with 3 minutes to play. Number 34 just kind of slapping at the ball in Lowe's hands there. Christensen, top of the key to Curry, and now it's Campbell missing that shot right at the bucket. 2:40 left to play here. Ball through the hands. Number 34 picked up by Lowe, kicks it out to Campbell. Campbell going around defender down the court. It's a one-on-one fast break. Call it a 2-on-2 in the end. Missed the layup and a rebound by Martinez.
Hayes thought she may have been fouled on that one. They've been able to lay in that layup.
And Lowe slamming her hand down on Martinez, does not get called for the foul. Rebound goes into the hands of Destiny Stewart, and she gets the 2 points.
That will be her first 2 of the night as well. One of the starters for the Pirates.
Christensen for 3. Back iron, no good. Ball tipped away. Campbell steals it away. Down to the 2-minute mark. Christensen misses the layup inside. Stewart with the ball, pushing hard. Got a 2-on-2. Goes to the hole, a little hard, into the hands of Christensen. A minute 40 left in this one. I think, should we call Hayden Harrell our player of the game for Carl Albert?
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Like I said, a lot of steals this evening, a lot of assists. Like you say, not a whole bunch of points lighting up the board, but Hayden Harrell, just like I said, has hands all over this ball game today. And, of course, you know, she has been the orchestrator for the offense. So, like I said, congratulations to Hayden Harrell on being the
Whataburger player of the game. Right. Whataburger's What a Deal is here. Get the new Big Ranch Wrap for $3, 5 premium Whata Chicken Bites for $4, or a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. for $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a What a Deal at Whataburger, located at 5925 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City, sponsoring our players of the game. Hayden Harrell, your Carl Albert Lady Titans player of the game. And just to pick a player of the game for Putnam City, man, it's so hard. And you could pick one of several girls, and I'm really struggling with who we might pick. So this is our morning schedule tomorrow. We've got 9 a.m. Carl Albert versus Broken Arrow girls. And then at 10:30, it'll be Carl Albert boys versus the Piper, Kansas boys at 10:30.
That's it.
That's the only 2 games we have tomorrow. So 9 a.m. and 10:30, it's the Carl Albert boys and girls with matchups. Again, the girls playing Broken Arrow, the boys playing Piper. That'll be the only games tomorrow, as the rest of the teams and games have been canceled as a result of the impending winter weather that's coming in.
Right.
75-25, our score here in the Dynamic Health Clinic, 4th period. Pushing the ball back down the court, Destiny Stewart loses it out of bounds. 25 seconds left to play. What a change to a tournament schedule.
Right? I've never seen anything like it, actually.
It's interesting. A lot of the other tournaments around the state move their tournaments up a day and are going to try to play out tomorrow.
Right.
I wonder how many of them are starting to change and cancel the rest of their tournaments.
Right. It's just
low.
Tough. Unfortunate.
Under 10 seconds now and out of bounds with 5 seconds left to play. Putnam City will get the ball back. 5 seconds. This should be our final score, 75-25. Carl Albert Lady Titans getting the win today. And what was started off to be a great tournament is going to finish up with just a couple of games tomorrow and then nothing else to play. 75-25, our final. Again, our title sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, where Thursdays are the new Fridays. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with B-dubs. Not valid with any other offers. Size exclusions may apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations for a limited time. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through the Buffalo Wild Wings app or website. And Whataburger, our player of the game sponsor, again, not our player of the game for the Carl Albert Lady Titans. Well, that's a wrap, folks, on this one. We got one more game left. It is the not the Broken Arrow. It is the Carl Albert Titans versus the Edmond North boys. That's our final game tonight. We'll have the 2 games early tomorrow morning, and we'll be wrapping up here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.